Good day, YouTube. All doing today. I am the Trishitkin, and welcome to episode 3 of my DNS Techpack Let's Play Beta 1.10.2 pack. How are we all doing today? That is going to have to get shortened for next episode, because my word, that's a mouthful. So, in between last episode and this, I made our coke oven, and I got it set up. And I'm actually just burning up to get some creosote oil in the first place. So I've got some smeltings. It takes a bit of time to actually make some anyway. And I've also, as you probably did notice, I've made actually one of the tanks from Immersive Engineering. The tanks are fairly straightforward to make. It's the iron, whatever they're called, sheet metal and some treated wood fence in the way shown. And I'm going to now make some pipes, which are iron plates, like that. You get 8 of them. For the reason, iron should be in here. So it was 6 iron plates. Like so. So, now I might need to make the pump as well, which requires 3 pipes, a mechanical component, which I'm not 100% sure to make, unless I look into my JEI. Whatever it is. Come on now. Ah, here it is. So it's just copper and some iron. It's not such a big deal, but I'll try it first. So the fluid pipes, I think I'm gonna import it into the top. So you can import it into the bottom, into this thing as well. But what I'm going to do actually is import it into the top. So I've got a wee gap here, and as I said, I might need to. No. In there. And the chances are I will need to make the pump, I would imagine, because that doesn't look like anything's going in there to me. No, so I'm going to have to make the pump, which is not a big deal. Yeah, and it's not pumping out of there. So we need copper and iron, which should be in here. Copper, iron to make the mechanical component. I've only got 2 fluid pipes, so I'm going to actually need to make another set of them. And then it was that. And then, some more iron plates actually. Another 3 of them. That should get me the fluid pump. Now, I don't think it needs power. I think it just needs to be. I don't think it needs a pump. I don't think it needs power for normal use. I think it's only if you want world picking upness. Let's get that so we can get in here. Let's see. Is it not going here? It's too high. My word. Blue, you make this so complicated. God damn it. Now I've fallen down. I'm going to have to run all the way around to get up there again. So maybe I just need a redstone signal, hopefully. If it needs power, that's slightly annoying. Just slightly annoying though. I can get by it somehow. It's cobble. First things first, let's see, we've got five, got 5.5 buckets. Creosote. No, looks like it's going to need power. So, fair enough, that's fine, so be it. If it needs power, it needs power. So that leads us on to the next set of things we need to do, is actually make the water wheels. Which is here, which actually requires some steel. So, I wonder if there's any cheaty steel. So let's have a look for steel. Sometimes there is cheaper steel than others. So, like this. So immersive engineering steel, I know what that needs. That needs a blast furnace and iron, basically is what that needs. And you get slag out of that. IE steel, it's blast furnace as well. Mechanism steel, I know it's not simple. Yeah, metallurgic infuser and lots of other processes to get it. What about the substratum? Tech Reborn? Please? Please? Okay, no. So, no simple cheaty steel. So let's just head down, since we're doing some IE stuff, let's head down the IE route and carry on with it and get a blast furnace. So for the blast furnace, it's this. Oh, we actually need blaze powder, that means we need to go to the nether. No bloody piss. God, they're making it this hard. I try so hard, and yet it always bites me in the butt. So, yeah. Okay. So, yeah. Yeah. To even think about making a water wheel means we'd already have to be in the nether. Oh, no, it's not. What am I talking about? Oh, it is. Yeah, for an actual water wheel, it needs a piece of steel in the middle. So we're not getting that to start off with. Because we need to get a blast furnace, which needs to have nether and stuff like that. So maybe I should head into... Let's actually sit here for a second and go through the mods I've got here. Just for a second, I'm fully full. So, obviously the general Minecraft stuff, we've got all that stuff. Advanced generators, just cool, great mod. The Better Builders ones, also cool. Biomes of Plenty, Blood Magic, always an awesome mod. We'll definitely be getting into that. Botania, always a cool mod. Definitely get into that. There's a lot of stuff in Botania. Botania. Oh, Calculator, also a really cool mod. Very handy. Very cool. Still calculator. Chicken chunks, chance cubes, chisel and bits. Let's go through the chisel blocks. We've also got chisel and bits, compact solar array, computer craft, Dark Utilities, Deep Resonance, Draconic Evolution. Now it's a work in progress. Most of these mods are still in beta, so watch out for crashes. Ender.io, always a cool mod. Always a cool mod. Ender Utilities, another cool mod. Ender Utilities. Extra Utilities 2, Ender Storage, Ender Tanks. Extra Utilities 2, I said that. Big Reactor, no, Extreme Reactors, it's now called. Forestry, including all of its bees and trees and the lovely jubbly stuff that it has. Lots and lots of stuff that it has. The Graves mod. That's a really cool headstone, as we've seen already. That's my Sanguine Sentium, the guidebook for blood magic. Obviously, immersive engineering, as we've been playing about that already. IC2. Lots of IC2. More IC2. More IC2. Oh. Mechanism, of course. Malice's doors, iron chests. Malice's switches, which is another interesting mod. Makes switches look cool. From obviously the same creators from Malice's. Open computers. Mechanism. Yeah, open computers. Pam's Harvest Craft. There's a lot of mods. Psi. Quark. A few things from Quark. RF Tools and RF Dimensions. Routers Reborn. Refined Storage. Probably Solar Flux Reborn. Let's see. Actually, that's a good point. How much does it cost to make one of these? Wood, redstone, mirror, glass, iron. Huh. Wonder if one of these would be enough to power that pump. Let's see. Let's make one of those to see if I can power that pump up there. Just out of curiosity. Sand. Let's turn that much into glass. And then we need some redstone. And we need wood. It's fine, should have plenty of wood, I would imagine. Plenty of wood. So solar panel 1. So these 3 pair. Cool, solar panel. Let's see if that has enough power to actually charge. If I can just plonk it straight on top. Oh, hello, nighttime. If I do that, it's nighttime. Not really going to be getting power in nighttime. So let's sleep. These apples, they look grown. Yeah, I accidentally broke one of them, thinking it was ready, and I was like, why aren't you breaking? Well, I figured it out pretty soon. So it is getting. 1 RF per tick. So you're still not going down though. Does this need to be like... That is the right pump, isn't it? Fluid pump. Let's grab one more piece of our fluid pipe for a second, just to see. What hammer am I still do? So that's input output kind of thing, isn't it? And I fell down. I don't know. I can't get that to work. I'll figure it out off camera. And now, back to what I was doing. What was I doing? I was going through the mods. We've got the solar panel. At least we know it gives it power. Router Reborn, Solar Flux Reborn. I think that's the same as the solar panels. Is Sonar Core adds just some nice blocks. Storage drawers. We all know what that is by now, I would imagine. Substratum adds blocks and ores and things and stuff. Then Tech Reborn, that's right, Tech Reborn, that is basically Greg Tech for 1.10, so, you know, fun, if you go down that route. Lots of Tech Reborn stuff, obviously. Tesla Arsenal. Yet to play about with that. Sorry. And then Tesla Coils. Doing that Tesla Essentials, that stuff we had to look at before. That we didn't quite like. Not finished yet. Tinker's Construct, of course. I could forget about Tinker's Construct. Lots to do with it. And Zero Core. Don't know what that is. Some debug thing. I think that's pretty much it. There'll be the odd other mod involved, like obviously baubles, things like that. So we have got other bits and bobs as well, but that's the general gist of what we've got. And now that we've done that, let's ponder. Let's ponder. About why the hell this isn't pumping out of this stupid tank. No, I'll try and figure this off camera, because I can tell it's not got anything in here. Yeah, it's annoying, because I could have wasted all that resources. And I could have used something maybe easier to get. Right, so let's think about something cool we can make pickaxey-wise. So our tools to use. So we could go down that whole energized Tesla Arsenal kind of way, but we need ender pearls for that, so we can't do that. Far too complicated for now. Obviously nowhere near getting anything from that mod. Or that mod. Could do some Britannia stuff, couldn't we? Maybe... Maybe we get some Tinker's Construct stuff, because we did think about setting some up anyway. So how about we do that then? Got a general gist of some stuff over here already. That's still working away with creosote. I'll figure that in between episodes how this isn't working. But yeah, let's get that up. Let's do some Tinker's Construct. I think would be best next. So for Tinkers, we did actually get a book. Should be in here, I would imagine. Here it is. Materials and use. So this has changed since last time I did it. Smelt tray. should all know what smeltery is by now. Seared Furnace. It requires a floor and a ceiling along with a frame around the sides. Frames around the ceiling and floor are optional. The structure can be made using seared blocks of any kind with a single controller. It can also have any number of tanks within the frame for fuel. The ceiling can be swapped out for slabs or stairs, but otherwise supports the same blocks as the rest of the structure. Huh, that's pretty new as far as I remember. There's lots of new things here altogether, so that's cool. So obviously the first thing we want to do is make our smeltery. So if we get to our Tinker's Construct and have a look for our Sears brick, so we want our grout. That's what we needed. It was gravel, sand and clay. So we'll probably not have enough of anything out of that. Can this be made into a can? I'm going to make another shovel. Go grab some sand. No sticks. Of course we don't have any sticks. So yeah, why don't I go grab some sand and be right back. And I'm back. Just for a wee while anyway, just because we're getting really close to the wrapping up point. But I'm going to make some grout first. And 2 stacks should be enough for now. I can always make more later. Looks like we're also out of power. Do we have any more? No, we don't have any more stuff. Ah, typical. Well, we've really got no more stuff. Right. So let's throw that in there. Let's get the coal in here. That out for now, put that back in a bit. Let's throw a stack of the grout in, and that'll get cooking away nicely. The electric furnace actually is pretty quick. It's not a slow machine by any means of the term, which is nice. Of course, you're not going to do that because you are full of creosote. I'm trying to put you into there. Let's have a look for other fluid pipes quickly. So we've got the transfer nodes from extra utilities. Nice. And Endraio, that's basically it. So I think I could probably make some of these. I need some smooth stone, mind you, which I haven't got yet. Let's tweak that grout out for a second. Put in there for now. Then we needed glass. Nope. Don't care about sleeping just now. I'm inside. So we need glass. We need redstone. Well, that'll do for now. Let's put the grout back in again. Let's see. We need this, which means that, which means I can get, you get 64 for that. I like this already. And then 4 of them. Now let's see if I go up here and remove all of this. Wasted items. Well, might not be wasted. For all we know, you can't even use this. Oh, that's a solar panel. I was like, what the hell is that? Preferably I didn't want you to land down there, but it'll have to do so. Let's say that there. It just need the grid power to work as well. That's not too bad. I could probably get some grid power reasonably quickly. Terribly sorry for that. Didn't quite mean that to happen. So, creosote oil. Oh, it's working. It's working. Woohoo. So this should be... Yeah, it is. It's draining out. It's obviously going into the fluid tank. I can't actually tell if it's going into the fluid tank, but, you know. Bloody going somewhere, and it's only got from there to go. So with extra utilities, I can put in speed upgrades, but that's going reasonably quickly, I think. It's doing a bucket at a time, so I think that's pretty cool. Where did you go? You hiding in these bushes? Suck it. Ah, cool. So, we've got a few of the things going. We're getting our machine back to crafting. That wee thing's not updating. But that's fine. That's fine. We know this will have... And maybe we'll just have like a... I've had some other kind of tank in the front here. Maybe something like this. Let's see, we can make that quickly. Just need some of them. Oh, the glasses. I've got the glass on me. So we just need... It's really laggy when you do that for some reason. That's fine. So if I were to put this here, clear the grid please. Don't accidentally make some more. Put that there. Go configure pool. Yeah, there we go. So this thing's now pooling in as well. So that's going to get filled with creosote. There's 16 buckets worth in there, plus the ridiculous amount of storage that thing has as well, plus the other 12 buckets in there. We've got a lot of creosote storage. Creosote is not a problem. I like it. Cool, and this thing also means that we can just drop our bucket whenever we need. Of course, we actually used our bucket up, didn't we? So whenever we need creosote, we can actually just come over here and do that. Perfect. Perfect, 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 perfect. All is good. Let's see. Oh, you've already finished. I forget how quick that thing actually is. So, yeah, so that's actually, as I say, reasonably quick. Unfortunately, we have hit the wrapping up point for today's episode. So in the next episode, we will actually build our smeltery from Tinker's Construct, and then actually maybe even make a few tools from it. I'm sure it won't take us that long. I know I've been jumping a bit back and forth. It's all for a good reason. All for a good reason. Because I get mixed up with mods and what does what. So, yeah, that's the end of this episode. So, guys, this is the Trish Etkin signing off, episode 3. Have fun!